Reddit stories. Have no one to talk to about what my husband did. Am I overreacting? So my husband is in the military. And once a month goes for drill. They went out on Saturday night and he wasn't responding. I felt in my gut something was wrong. I checked the iPad and saw where he told his friend. I'm inside the club and his friend replied, "Are you still with her?" That her wasn't me, I was home with our son. So I start calling. And they make up an elaborate story. That the her was his friend's cousin they had to pick up. They even went as far to have this woman text me and say that's all it was. I say woman because turns out she never even existed. My husband told me they made that up and used another guy's number to cover for them. So there was 2 hours where he was with her in the club. He finally told me he was talking to a woman from a bachelorette party. He said they only talked and nothing more happened. I took his phone and texted his friend pretending to be him. I said, "I told wife about me making out and touching the other girl." And his friend replied, "I can't believe you told her. How did she react?" So at this point it's abundantly clear he did something. He is holding his ground that all they did was talk. But that makes no sense. Talking in a busy club for 2 hours? I don't think so, plus his friend basically confirmed my suspicions. He lied to my face. He put his hand on my son's head and said he swore on his life it was just him picking up his cousin. Which turned out to be a proven lie. So I believe nothing he said. I'm up here alone because of his military career. My family lives 800 miles away and I am 6 weeks into the RN program, so I want to finish that. I am leaving for a few days to give us space. I know you can't give me specific advice. But what would you personally do? I think he will go to the grave with what truly happened. I think he will never tell me. I'm so hurt. We've been married 5 years and together for 7. We have a 14-month-old son together. And he has never cheated on me. Or given me any suspicious. I would like to know what to do. He is begging me to forgive him. But holding his story that all they did was talk. I just would love to hear what other people would do. I would like to know if this is ground for divorce. Definitely I'm leaving for a few days but not sure what to do next. I'm just so badly hurt and disappointed. Reddit stories.
My ex-husband was in the army, and I had similar situations with him tons of times. Like calling him at 1 a.m. and him accidentally picking up. And hearing him and some girl flirting, and I'm pretty sure making out. Enough times that it was so clear he was fooling around. But I didn't want to believe it. We eventually married and had a son. But I just couldn't get the suspicions out of my mind. He did the exact same thing, swore on our son's life several times. That he never cheated, only when we divorced did he finally admit the truth. You know your gut is telling you the truth. But you love him so much you're willing to believe a lie.
Reddit stories.
I was deaf married to a guy who swore on our child's life that he wasn't cheating when he deaf was. Your morals are not his morals and it's so hard to accept. That's someone you thought you know. That's someone you thought loved you as much as you loved them. Would act and react and treat you like you would them. And baby girl, that's just not the case. It sucks as hell. It hurts, but you know at the end of the day, you wouldn't ever be capable of putting someone you love through that. And that's your answer. Period. As soon as I realized that, no. Actions speak louder than words. And that there's no possible way I could have ever put myself in a situation like that to where there was even a question. It gets easier. I mean, I went back and forth wanting so hard to believe that I was wrong. Or I'm taking it too seriously or making too much out of it. Because what I would never be capable. Save yourself the heartache. And I know it's easier said than done. Because I had to go through it regardless of what everyone told me. And now I'm with someone who actually mirrors my morals. Who knows what they have and appreciate it. And who puts in as much effort as I do, and it's worth it. Edit to add that someone was my best friend and we've now been together going on 14-ish years.
Reddit stories.
I agree that he will probably continue lying and making excuses. It's hard to give advice without knowing more about you. Has the relationship otherwise been supportive and healthy? Or are there other problems? Whatever you decide, make sure to focus on your health and happiness. The RN program is important. Your child is important. Your goals are important. You are important. No matter what you decide. We are on Reddit here for you.
Reddit stories. The relationship has always been amazing. Like great model husband. Always seemed in love and totally into me. Just last week he surprises me with a trip to St. Martin. And made it so romantic. He has always made me feel good about myself. And beautiful, I'm so in love with him. This crushes me. Reddit stories.
I'm so sorry for the pain you are feeling. We are here for you. Leaving for a few days is a good idea. So that you can regain your equilibrium and get some clarity. Get a counselor for yourself first. And then if you feel the relationship is salvageable, maybe couples therapy could be helpful. Whether you stay or leave the relationship, remember that whatever you are feeling is valid. Also, there's no timeline for how fast you have to process things. Just be sure you think clear. Don't let people push you around regarding that. Believe into your intuition.
Reddit stories.
He is cheating now and probably did before. I don't think I ever caught anybody the first time they did anything. This is just the first time there was a mistake made that you could catch. You've got some decisions to make. See a lawyer. Just assume he's lying on anything he says. I'm sorry you're in this, but it's time to go. Stay strong.
Reddit stories.